Hey everybody, it's Brent and I'm back with another video. And in today's video, I'm going to be talking about KISSmas gifts and Christmas and Kiss puzzles, KISSmas puzzles. This is my, I think, second video of the year, possibly third. I'm recording this about a few days before the video will be aired on YouTube. I tried to do this early for my Patreons, so my Patreons can get early access, behind the scenes stuff. I'll shoot some video and take some pictures, and for them only. And so I'm trying to really focus on my Patreon again this year. And so I've got 3 levels, $2.50, I think $5 and $7.50 or something like that. I'm not sure. You can also support over there, and you can get things. You can see what you can get over there. Dogs barking. And you can also join now here on YouTube for the same, around the same thing. I think it's like $2.99, $4.99, $7.99, something like that. And you get different things at those levels. And I've also started a store. People have been asking me for the longest time when I was going to be able to make it so people can buy a button or buy a shirt, supporting the channel that way. And if you want to do that, that's entirely up to you. But you should see the store somewhere along the bottom of the video. So yeah, so that's just different ways to support the channel. And so let's get right into what I am going to be showing off today. This is KISSmas gifts 2025, or 2024 KISSmas gifts in 2025. Let's get right into it. So the first thing I got for KISSmas, I've already kind of talked about in previous videos. I got It's All For You Demons, celebrating the fun of being a Kiss fan, rock and roll all night and journal every day. And I've been in this thing every day. I've been writing up the pages. I've saw some people where they're posting what they've done inside of it. I've not done anything like that on my social media yet, but I do plan on it just because I want Rick to see the fruit of his labor when it comes to what he's put into this book. And if you don't have this book yet, I highly encourage that you get it. It is an interactive book. It is not a book that has a whole lot of reading. It has a bunch of blank page in it because you read what's at the top and then you journal or draw or color or whatever you want to do in the bottom. And it goes, there's one for every single day. So Rick put a lot of hard work into this. And so I just thought it was awesome that I got this for Christmas, and I've been in it every day. This next thing that I've got for Christmas that I got that I'm going to flip through in its entirety. But this Kiss at 50, man, this thing is thick. And look at this. And it is hardbound, and it is awesome. I'm looking forward to flipping through this, and we're going to flip through it at the end of the video. So that way, if you don't want to, if it gets to the part where I go to go into this, you can just stop the video. And like I said, I don't even know if I'm going to put all the footage of this in this YouTube video. It might make it too long, but it will be in the Patreon videos or uncut. So it has extra content in the Patreon videos and the YouTube membership videos as well. So this will be something that I will flip through, but I don't know if I'll put all the content in this video because it's just too much. But I will go through that at the end. But if you've not seen this, if you've seen this, and it's not very expensive, so if you've seen it, be sure to pick it up. I will open up to like maybe the first page. So it starts off. It's going to be real hard to do because what I was going to do is lay it on my table. It says Kiss at 50. Has the demon logo. And then Gene there, early Gene, putting his makeup on. And then it has Paul. And Paul putting makeup on. Gene in the background. And then Ace. And Ace putting his makeup on. Which I think that's very fitting. That's how they start. And then Peter and then Peter putting his makeup on. So they start the book with the band putting their makeup on, and then it goes to this Kiss at 50. So that's all I'm going to show for now. I'll lay the book down, put the camera in a good position where it can record, and I'll record the rest in a bit. So the next thing I got, the last thing I got for KISSmas was, have you ever been around Christmas time and Christmas passes, and because I got this after Christmas, I got this on a New Year's trip, but I'm calling it a KISSmas gift anyway. But have you ever wanted something, if you put it on a wish list or told somebody you wanted, you had your eye on it and you didn't get it, and after Christmas you might have got some gift cards or some cash, and you're like, you know what, I'm just going to buy it myself. That's exactly what happened with this. I was in a store and I knew this was there, and I saw this and I bought it. This is a Kiss Dynasty Puzzle, and I'm definitely going to open this up. I'm going to open this up and I'm going to build this puzzle. I'm probably going to make a video building this puzzle. It's only 500 pieces, so I think it'd be really cool to just lay it out here on the table and build it. And because I just can't wait to see this. I don't know how big it is. It doesn't really say. This is Rock Saws. I think that's who Rock Saws, I guess, because it's a puzzle. But this company makes rock and roll themed puzzles that are usually album covers. So yeah, and they're not expensive either. I got this at a place in Gatlinburg called Buckboard 2, BUCKBORDTOO.com. And so you can purchase it. It's $20, $19.98. And yeah, looking forward to that. And I'm going to make a video of it. So this is that's it. That's what I got Kiss related for Christmas. I got a $200 drone that I'm planning on making some videos and putting on my channel just because people like drone videos. So you'll probably see some of those coming. We had some snow here lately. That snow that was all around Rick in St. Louis, it all came to the East Coast. And we only got about 4 inches of snow here in western North Carolina. They was expecting us to get a lot more. But I live nestled right up next to the mountains, and the snow, it uses so much energy to get over those mountains, and the mountains west of me will just get 14, 15 inches dumped on them, and we will get 3-4 inches. The snow coming from the west, we usually don't get a lot of snow from. Snow has to come kind of from the east or from the direct south to basically give us a lot of snow. So yeah, so there's your weather report. But I do want to show a couple other past KISSmas gifts because they are puzzle related, and this is kind of I'm going to make this last part a kind of a puzzle video. This is by that same company, Rock Saws, and I got this at Buckboard too. I bought this maybe last year. I go to Gatlinburg a couple times a year because it's like 2 hours from my house. And rock and roll over, man. I'm going to do a video building this too, because what an iconic cover to make a puzzle out of. That's going to be so much fun. I can't freaking wait to sit down and put it together. It's 500 piece. So I've got that puzzle. I got that, I think, last Christmas. And then this is a different puzzle manufacturer here. This is made by Aquarius, but I got it from the same company, same price. Well, this is $16.98. This one was $19.98. So this is a little cheaper. This is made by Aquarius, and this is the cover of the Kiss Alive album. That is going to be awesome. And I think it might be probably the harder of the three because it's a photograph. It's got a lot of dark on it. Even though the Dynasty might be kind of tricky. It's got a lot of dark on it too around their faces. But I'm looking forward to this. I mean, it's going to be a lot of cool puzzle stuff going on. It's going to be very cool. It's cold. It's the middle of January. We've still got our coldest month coming up. February is our coldest month. And temperatures right now, I think it got to 30 today, and it's been getting down to the low 20s. So it's just been cold. And finally, got to bring in an old school puzzle. This is the only old school puzzle that I have. This is the 200 pieces APC KISS Destroyer jigsaw puzzle. I picked this up in a bulk auction a couple years ago now. I made a video where I went to go open this and put it together, and I laughed because it took me like 2 minutes to put it together, because the person that sold it to me, they must have built the puzzle and then just took it apart in strips and laid it in here. And so basically when I opened the box up, there was like 3 or 4 strips inside of it, of the puzzle, maybe 3 strips. So there's a bunch of other puzzles I'm hoping to get. I want to get the, I think they're Milton Bradley, the Milton Bradley puzzles that are so crazy, stupid, expensive, way more expensive than they should cost, of puzzles of Ace, Paul, Peter, and Ace, or Ace, Paul, Peter, and Gene. I'd like to get those. I can see them now, Peter with the Panthers and Ace with the space console. And I'd like to have the Love Gun puzzle. That'd be cool. But this, I just love this. This was my first KISS album, and the iconic, just the Ken Kelly artwork here is just so iconic. And we just did my last video. If you've not seen it, there'll be a link to it at the end of this video, where I was with Carla and we talked about Love Gun, and that cover is even more iconic. But I just love this poster of KISS in their, I think this one might have been their, their Destroyer costumes. So yeah, I'm looking forward to, I was going to say I'm looking forward to putting this together, but I've already done it. Let me kind of show you here real quick before we get to this KISS at 50. See, this is how it was put together in here. I think it's 2 pieces. Isn't that crazy to open up? If all puzzles were that easy, right? Instead of being 200 pieces, this for me was 2 pieces, because there is, it's 3 pieces. So there is Gene and Ace. There is Paul and Peter. Get that glare off of it. And then there is the KISS logo. I love that KISS logo, that red fading to yellow. Probably my most favorite KISS logo is on Alive 3, where the red fades into blue and is covered, is surrounded by the yellow. And I'm just not, I'm going to eventually probably put this inside of a frame and just put, and have the, and maybe have the box somewhere near it for it, because I would like to frame this. If I get any of the other puzzles, I would like to frame them too. I might frame the newer ones, just kind of put them on the walls as like poster type things. I don't know what the size of those are, but I'm looking forward to putting them together. So that is it for what I got for KISSmas. So I'm going to go and say right now, in case you decide that you don't want to stay for the KISS at 50 content, I really appreciate everybody's support. If you're buying things from the shop, if you're supporting me on Patreon, if you're sending me things in the mail, I have a bunch of people that send me stuff in the mail, and I try to make sure that I post videos showing those things, because I really do appreciate you. The KISS community is just an amazing community, and it's very humbling to be a creator and for people to be involved in your channel and in your content by sending you things and commenting. And I do read the comments. I try to comment on them, and I try to comment on as much comments as I can. I might not comment on everyone, but I try to comment on as many as I can. But I appreciate you. If you've bought anything from the store, if you buy anything from the store, if you join in and get any premium content, I do appreciate that fully. And if you've just liked and subscribed and you've been with me for a day, if you've been with me coming up on 6 years in February. And that leads me to my last thing I'm going to say before I close this section of the video and cut over to Kiss at 50. The month of February will be my 6-year anniversary. I think it's my 6th year. I think I've been doing this 6 years. Couldn't be 7. Might be 6. But 6 or 7. It's a milestone for me though. It's another anniversary in February, late February. One of the things I was wanting to do is I was wanting to make a video, because some of my early videos, you know, we all know if you're a content creator, you know about your early videos, but they weren't that great. And then once I got to a lot of those videos were with my son. Some of those videos with some of you that are watching right now, Rick and, you know, other people that were watching that was back with me during that time. And I'm kind of wanting to revisit those. What I want to do is kind of show some highlights from those videos, and then maybe show, because we did this crazy scoring system where we scored it on a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being the least and 10 being the best. And then we averaged everything out, and it'd be like, oh, my average score for this album was 6.75 or whatever. And then I stacked them up against each other towards the end. And what I'd like to do is go back and kind of revisit and be like, just kind of make like a 30-minute long video once a month, or however many, you know, to go with one of those videos, and go back through the catalog. Not very in depth, just being like, yeah, I still believe, I still stand by this. Yeah, that would still be my track listing. Or no, I would move this. Because sometimes our tastes change and our opinions on songs change. And so I am planning on starting that in February. So I'm also planning on starting, if any of you have been with me for a while, there was a project I started and got away from, where I was going through the Kiss box set and I was listening to the demos and just live reacting on the demos. Now, YouTube hit me a copyright strike every time and took my monetization away, but that's okay. I want to see if they give me a red strike, because if they give me a red strike, this may be a Patreon only feature, a series, but I know that I can do this on Patreon. Because Patreon hosts the videos themselves. They're not hosted on YouTube. Used to be, if you had a video on Patreon, you had to host it somewhere else, like Vimeo or YouTube, and you made it private and you shared the link with your Patreon people. I may not have to do that with Patreon, or I know I don't have to do that with Patreon, but I would like to pick back up on this. So what I may have to do on the YouTube portion is not play the music and just play my thoughts and tell you, or maybe mute the music where I'm listening to it in my headset, and I can tell you to play the song and kind of go along, or just give me my thoughts. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure it out how I'm going to do it on YouTube. But YouTube has gotten very restrictive when it comes to Kiss content. And I don't know if you remember last year or the year before, I think it was about this time last year, where I got hit with a double whammy content violation. I was just one violation away from losing my channel. I don't want that to happen again, so I kind of really cut down on what video people used to they'd say to me, why do you not show videos anymore? Why do you not play songs anymore? Because YouTube started dinging me on those things and taking monetization away. And I don't do this for the money. I really don't. But every little bit helps. When you watch a video and I get $2 or $3 off of, I think it's like 1,000 views just to get a couple bucks. That money goes back into the channel. I've got a full-time job, so I'm not living off of this. But I do want to get back into this. I just got to find the avenue to do it the way I used to do it. I'm going to see if I can do it on YouTube. But if I can't, there may be an abridged version on YouTube, and the full version be on Patreon. So anyway, getting back into the box set. Because I really enjoyed when I was doing that. So, and there's some other stuff that's coming. I don't want to say everything of what I'm planning on doing, because if something happens and I end up not getting around to doing it, I don't want people to be like, oh, you said you was going to do this and you didn't do it. So I would like to say, live streams coming back maybe once a month. I know I said that before. So far, that's not happened. So I had somebody mention to me the other day, hey, I thought you were going to do live streams once a month. Yeah, best laid plans. Then the holidays happened. Then we had Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas. So I feel like I'm just rambling at this point. But anyway, for those of you who are checking out at this point in time and not going to stay to see the Kiss at 50 stuff, thank you so much for supporting the channel. And I will be back next week trying to make sure videos are uploaded on Saturdays. Saturday's my new day, so that gives me the opportunity to film through the week, and then I can upload on Saturday. So film and edit through the week. Anyway, that's all I have. If you're getting ready to leave, I'll see you in the next one. But if you're going to stick around for Kiss at 50, that content starts right now in 3, 2, 1. Okay, for those of you who chose to stick around, this is Kiss at 50. I'm just going to flip through it here. I'm trying to keep commentary to minimal because don't want to make this video an hour long. Forgive me for any page glare. I tried to set the lighting up with my rinky-dink setup that I have, which basically I'm going to post a picture on my Patreon for behind the scenes. It's basically, there's Lydia Chris in the background. I didn't notice that earlier. I like seeing this here. Here I go with the commentary, where you see that they traced around, put the white around and traced around and then drew in and then colored in the designs. Martin Popoff. Kiss Major, Rock and Roll All Night, Kiss Form in New York City. Sweet Pain, Kiss signed with Casablanca Records. Kiss in Time, the self-titled debut. Come On and Love Me, the Mike Douglas interview. That is so funny. That's a great interview. I may do commentary on that. Like I said, I'm not really trying to push Patreon so much. It's just two-timer, This Is Hotter Than Hell. It's just, you're so limited to what you can do on YouTube as far as showing content. 1,000,000 to 1, 2 Kiss fans formed the Kiss Army. Great Expectations, Dressed to Kill, the 3rd album. We're going to be covering that on Critical Kiss on my other project. We've already covered the first 2 albums. The Live, a double live album. I love Alive. I think it is Kiss in their raw form, even though it was heavily overdubbed. Strutter, Alive Goes Gold. Very cool photos there. Heaven's on Fire, Destroyer. The album that changed Kiss. Rockin' in the USA, Rock and Roll Over. Some people argue Kiss's best album. Roll Without Heroes, Kiss and Marvel Comics collaborate. I have this one. I'm still looking for that that first one. Had somebody offer me Love Gun. There's Love Gun. I had somebody offer to sell it to me over Christmas. It was just, Christmas was a bad time. It was a really good price. Christmas was a bad time. That photograph is burned in my brain. This is my album right here. So they end with Alive 2. Now part 2, Kiss Minor. Okay, Got to Choose. Remember solo albums? Those photos. Those iconic paintings. And the Alive 2 tour. A Kiss Meets the Phantom. Ace for the Win. I'm going to read that. Probably about how his solo album was considered by many the best. I was talking in comments today with somebody who said that they don't think Ace's album is all that. I Was Made for Loving You, the Dynasty era, the Vegas Kiss era. When Your Walls Come Down, the appearance on the Tomorrow Show doesn't go well. Yeah, but it's Oh, it's made so much fun for us. And then it looks like they have a discography here, and it's going to kind of go off the screen. I have to adjust here a little bit. It's kind of like a timeline. Very cool. Funny that they put pause for members issue to solo albums. They've got when the comic book came out. Very cool. And then back here, it's goes this way. Very cool. Part 3, oh, so this is Unmasked, the Unmasked era. MTV, Hair Metal, Kiss. So, Lick It Up, featuring Vinny after Ace quit the band. He didn't get fired. Turn on the Night, Animalize, Trial by Fire, Asylum, While the City Sleeps, Crazy Nights, Firehouse, Hot in the Shade, Coming Home, longtime Kiss drummer Eric Carr succumbs to cancer. Rest in peace, Eric. We miss you. Bang Bang Revenge, featuring the new drummer Eric Singer. This right here, man, legit Kiss. I'm thankful we got the reunion, but I wish Kiss would have went back with this, or I'd love to see what would have been this and beyond Carnival of Souls, what album Kiss would have made with this band right here. Because this band right here, creative, especially these two. Bruce and Eric, they made Gene and Paul dig in. Sorry, I said I want to go commentary. Alive 3, some people consider the best Kiss Alive album. It is really good. Then the reunion. I hate backwards pictures of Paul. I used to think when I was a kid, I was dumb enough to think, oh, Paul painted his star on the wrong side. No. Get All You Can Take, the first official Worldwide Kiss convention. Unplugged. Unholy. Probably in my top 5 favorite Kiss albums. Right up there. I'll be re-ranking the Kiss albums this coming year, so we'll see where it falls. I Still Love You, the classic lineup with Psycho Circus. They only appeared on one song together. Kiss performed at the Super Bowl. I remember that. That was amazing. Symphony, so amazing. I did a commentary on Symphony, and I need to go back and watch that again because Symphony was great. Hooligan Peter Criss tours for the last time as part of Kiss. And then Part 5, Legacy. So now this is the incarnation that brings in Tommy Thayer, Black Diamond, Gene Simmons, Family Jewels. Emily, I know you're watching. We got to get together and do Family Jewels. Some stuff from Family Jewels. We got to figure that out. Rocket Ride, Sonic Boom, featuring new guitarist Tommy Thayer. Almost Human, Monster. Monster is actually a pretty decent album. We'll see how well it grew on me and where I re-rank it through the coming year. 100,000 Years, End of the World Road Tour. The end of the tour that the end of the road tour, the tour that would never end, but it did, sadly, in 2023 and the end of 2023, and my gosh, it's 2025. What's ahead for Kiss? I don't know. I know a lot of people are making speculation videos about what's going to happen this year and what's ahead for Kiss. I may make one. I just don't like making videos when somebody else has made them because I don't want them to feel like I'm copying them. But I do have thoughts, so we'll see. And then the last thing is the discography, which I think is really cool. And then the index. So awesome. You can look for people's names. So if you're looking for any references of Sean Delaney or somebody like that, that's really cool. Freddie Mercury. That's really cool that they put that in there. And then image credits about the author. And then that is the perfect way to close it. Should have been a color picture, in my opinion. That's the perfect way to close it. That's my first total flip through of this book. That's the first time I flipped through it. Let's see what it looks like, the book itself. Oh, that's cool. It's kind of like this is like matte and that's glossy. So that's what the front looks like. I was wondering if it was going to look like the, let's see, the back looks like that. You won the best. And then it's just a plain back. So that's it. That's all for this one. That's if you stuck around. Thank you for contributing to the channel. Thank you for watching the channel. Thank you for supporting the channel in any way possible. That's it. This was Kiss at 50. This is In My Head channel, and I'll see you in the next one.